Today, India is one of the youngest nations in the world with over 50% of the total population below 29 years of age. The youth of India are the powerhouse and the storehouse of infinite energy. They have the potential to lead the country towards new milestones on the path to glory. We must continue to harness their potential through education and skill development. India is known for its demographic dividend, and this dividend must be optimized to fuel our country's growth. They must be provided with opportunities to be gainfully employed or to flourish as entrepreneurs. They must be enabled to further uplift their families and communities. Swami Vivekanand once famously said, "Your country requires heroes. Be heroes, your duty is to go on working, and then everything will follow of itself." In this context, skill development is a powerful tool. The Government of India has undertaken numerous initiatives for helping the country's young brigade to hone their skills. In line with the government's Skill India mission and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, Adani Saksham is creating a transformative educational experience for the youth. Under this program, youngsters are receiving the best-in-class and technology-enabled training opportunities at Adani Skill Development Centres across the country, unlocking the doors to better livelihood and a higher standard of living.
Adani Skill Development Centre has largest technology-based or simulation-based programs in India. We have 21 different programs which are being offered on simulation-based practices. We were the first in starting welding technician program in Maharashtra using augmented reality. In fact, we are the first one and the only skill development company in India to offer simulator-based programs on crane operation. In 2017, we started 3D printing program in Ahmedabad. We were the first in skill development domain to start such programs.
Adani Saksham is an initiative of the Adani Foundation, the community engagement arm of the Adani Group. It is committed towards making strategic social investments for sustainable outcomes across the nation. Many of these centers are set up in semi-urban and rural areas, reaching the underserved strata of population so that they become skilled professionals. An often quoted proverb states that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The first step in the journey of Adani Saksham was taken in 2016 when the first Adani Skill Development Centre was set up at Tiroda in Maharashtra. It provides vocational training in job-oriented courses like welding technician through augmented reality simulator, assistant electrician and beauty therapists. Providing livelihood opportunities has always been an integral process at all Saksham training centers.
मेरा ITI कंप्लीट हुआ, उसके बाद मैं 2-3 महीने घर पे रहा। फिर मेरे दोस्त ने बताया कि तेरे को और प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज लेना है तो अदानी में अदानी स्किल डेवलपमेंट करके ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है, तो वहाँ से तू नॉलेज ले सकता है। 3 महीने मेरी ट्रेनिंग हुई, उसके बाद मेरे को जॉब प्लेसमेंट दिया गया। फिर उसके बाद मैंने चूज़ किया कि मुझे टाटा मोटर्स में जॉब ऑफर है। फिर उसके बाद मैं अभी अपने पाँव पे खड़ा हूँ।
Going the extra mile, the Tiroda Centre has introduced a unique concept of Own the Badge, which has been successfully adopted across all the Saksham centres, wherein the employer takes the whole batch of trainees on board in their company instead of a few selected students.
अभी तक हम लोगों ने लगभग 4000 के पास स्टूडेंट को ट्रेन किया है। उसमें डोमेन और नॉन डोमेन के स्टूडेंट है। डोमेन में हम लोगों ने 100% प्लेसमेंट दिया है, जो कि 1500 के आसपास हम लोगों ने डोमेन में बच्चों को ट्रेन किया है। हमारे जो बच्चे हैं, ज़्यादातर बच्चे पूना, औरंगाबाद, मुंबई, नासिक इस जगह प्लेस है और सारे बच्चे एन एंड एवरेज 12,000 के आसपास अभी उनका करंट सैलरी है।
Adani Skill Development Center's beauty-related courses include beauty therapist, manicurist and pedicurist, and they have proven to be one of the most in-demand courses of Adani Saksham. Many young girls who earlier dealt with unavailability of opportunities and unaffordable costs of training are now living their dreams.
सबसे पहली बात तो यहाँ पे जो कोर्स की फ़ीस है वो बहुत कम है और हमारे एरिया में जो कोर्स पढ़ाया जाता है उसकी फ़ीस मतलब ज़्यादा है, इसलिए हम वो फीस अमाउंट भर नहीं पाएंगे, इसलिए यहाँ कम बजट में ये कोर्स किया जा रहा है, इसलिए हमने यहाँ एडमिशन लिया गया है।
Some of them have started their own salons and further employing other women. A fine example of women supporting and empowering other women through entrepreneurship.
एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है कि ये अपना स्वयं का रोजगार खोल सके और इसमें अलग अलग तरह के कोर्स है जिससे वो अपना भविष्य बेहतर बना सकते हैं, अपना ब्यूटी पार्लर ओपन कर सकते हैं, कहीं पे जॉब कर सकते हैं, एक अच्छी सर्टिफिकेट यहाँ पे मिलने वाली है उन्हें, तो वो एक बहुत ही अच्छा जरिया है कि वो अपना करियर बहुत अच्छी तरीके से बना सके।
The Adani Skill Development Centre in Tirora is not just keeping up with the changing times, but in fact is staying ahead of the times by having installed a state-of-the-art welding and electrical wiring training simulator along with virtual reality labs.
हमारा उद्देश्य ये रहता है कि लड़का 3 महीने में बेसिकली प्रैक्टिकल में बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कवर हो जाए, जिससे वो कि सामने चल के अपने लिए सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट कर पाए, या तो फिर कोई अगर वर्क करता है कंपनी में तो कंपनी में बहुत अच्छी तरीके से वो परफॉर्मेंस कर पाए।
The augmented reality welding simulator is an interactive learning tool that enables students to perfect their skills in shielded metal arc welding and gas metal arc welding, while negating the risk of injury to life or loss of materials.
सिमुलेटर पे प्रैक्टिस करने की एक अच्छी खासियत है, हमें यहाँ पे जो मन में डर रहता है वेल्डिंग करने के बारे में, वो मन से डर ख़त्म हो जाता है और जो रियली वेल्डिंग करते हैं उसमें हम अच्छी सी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पे कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती।
This is Mayur Jambulkar. He lost his father when he was just 2 years old. His mother worked hard and financially supported him to complete his studies till the 12th standard.
आम्ही जेव्हा 7 वर्षाचे होतो तेव्हाच माझे वडील मरण पावले आणि माझी आई बिड्या बांधून आमचं पालन पोषण.
Mayur always wanted to support his mother financially and was exploring various options for this. He joined Adani Skill Development Centre and enrolled in a 3-month electrical course. On the completion of his course, he got placed as a technician with Suzuki Motors. Today, Mayur is on track to live a prosperous life while also taking care of his mother, thus fulfilling his long-standing dream.
मैं आज मारुति सुजुकी मोटर गुजरात में काम कर रहा हूँ और अपने पैरों पे खड़ा हूँ और अपना घर चलाने में मैं सक्षम हूँ, इसलिए मैं अदानी स्किल डेवलपमेंट सेंटर सक्षम को धन्यवाद देता हूँ।
A young man with the fire to become self-reliant. This is Vicky Boyer. He completed his welding technician course from the Adani Skill Development Centre, Tirora. He has gone on to open his own workshop in his village, thereby not just creating a source of income for himself, but also generating employment for others.
जॉबवर गेल्याच्या नंतर आम्ही तिथून परत आला की आपल्याला गावातच वर्कशॉप खोलावं लागेल, म्हणून आम्ही इथं आला, इथं येऊन आपली वर्कशॉप खोलली आणि आम्ही आपल्या पायावर उभे आहोत.
He has now become an inspiration for the youth in his village who aspire to stand on their own 2 feet. The eldest daughter of a farmer, Prachi Bison, was studying agriculture. While she was waiting for her exam results, a friend of hers told her about the courses on offer at the Adani Skill Development Centre.
मैं चाहती हूँ कि यहाँ की ट्रेनिंग खत्म होने के बाद में जो भी मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिले आगे, मैं वहाँ पे मैं वहाँ पे कुछ जॉब करूँ और अपने खुद के पाँव पर खड़ी हूँ और अपने मम्मी पापा का नाम रोशन करूँ।
She enrolled herself for the electrician course and her father supported her decision.
अदानी डेवलपमेंट फील्ड में लड़के का जॉब लड़की कर रही है और वो करवा के दे रहे हैं। और वो मेरी लड़की जो मतलब अभी वो इलेक्ट्रिशियन की इंटरव्यू दे रही है, तो इसमें मैं अदानी डेवलपमेंट का मैं आभारी हूँ। और मेरी लड़की को मतलब इलेक्ट्रिशियन का मतलब पूरा पढ़ने के लिए मिले और मेरी लड़की इलेक्ट्रिशियन जॉब पूरा कंप्लीट करे, मैं इसी में मतलब खुश हूँ।
Sparks flying, metal clanging, and heat rising from the tools of the trade. You would expect only men plying this trade. This is a stereotype being broken by Pradnya. After completing her graduation in arts, Pradnya is currently doing a 3-month course to train as a welding technician at Tiroda's Adani Saksham Centre. Pradnya has never considered herself to be any less than a man, and she did not have to think twice before enrolling for the welding course. Her family supported her decision and even allowed her to stay at the hostel while training.
हॉस्टल में रहने का कारण ये है कि गांव से आना जाना बराबर होता नहीं प्रॉपर, इसलिए हॉस्टल में रहती हूँ।
In a few days from now, she will complete her training and will start earning to support herself and her family.
घर के सभी लोगों से बातचीत करने के बाद मम्मी और भाई बहनों ने भी पूरा सहभाग दिया और प्रोत्साहित किया कि वहाँ एडमिशन लेना चाहिए।
She symbolizes the power that a skilled and confident Indian can bring to the fore, all possible when the right resources are placed in the hands of a purposeful individual. The stories of Prachi and Pradnya are not isolated cases. Empowering women is one of the key beliefs of the Adani Foundation. Adani Skill Development Centres are working towards this by engaging several communities across the country, where the women belong to low-income, marginalized households. In fact, 50% of the students skilled by ASDC are women. Through self-help groups like Phulo Jhano Saksham Ajivika Sakhi Mandal in Goda, Jharkhand, Sundar Saheli in Mundra, Gujarat, and Vismart in Vizinjam, Kerala. Adani Skill Development Centres are transforming the lives of thousands of women who are today self-reliant. Adani Skill Development Centres have also initiated a special training batch for widows in association with Mission Mangalam. Under the scheme, widows are enrolled in the nursing course, certified, and then placed in hospitals. Together, these empowered women are breaking the cycle of poverty and contributing towards creating an equitable future. Adani Skill Development Centres are engaging with this young population, helping build the foundation of a new India. One of the more recently established centers of Adani Saksham to facilitate industry-oriented training is in Krishnapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. It provides training in courses such as information technology, port operations, terminal management, tailoring, safety induction, unarmed security guard training and others.
We have also tied up with 7 nearby Nellore district colleges and given skill gap trainings to 302 students. As on date, totally almost around 15,000 candidates are given training in different domains during the year and accelerating for making everyone skilled, employable and entrepreneur to develop benefit them in gaining or advancing in their career aspirations.
T. Muni Shankar belongs to Kodur village of Kudapa district. He was working as a driver who had to travel long distances, due to which he had to stay away from his family for many days.
మాకు పెళ్ళై 3 ఏళ్ళు అయింది. కార్ డ్రైవింగ్కి చిన్న చిన్న పనులకి బయటకు పోతుండేవాడు. ఇక్కడ అదాని స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ సెంటర్లో ట్రైనింగ్ చేశాడు.
He got to know about the unarmed security guard training being provided by the Adani Skill Development Centre at Krishnapatnam from a friend. He completed the month-long training and today he is working as a security guard at the MSF Security Company, where he earns a salary of rupees 20,000 per month along with other incentives and perks. This has transformed his life as he has a steady source of income, job security, and is able to spend more time with his family and take care of them.
हमारे पास जो बच्चे आते हैं सिक्योरिटी ट्रेनिंग के लिए उनको कुछ नॉलेज नहीं रहता है। हम उनको नॉलेज के बेसिक ट्रेनिंग में आउटडोर में जॉगिंग, रनिंग और ऑप्टिकल्स ट्रेनिंग और कराटे, सेल्फ डिफेंस के लिए कराटे भी सिखाते हैं। तो इनको सर्टिफाई करते हैं, तो पूरा सेलेक्ट करके सर्टिफाई करते हैं ताकि ये इंडस्ट्रीज में जाके अच्छे तरह गार्ड करें।
అదాని ఎంఎస్ఎఫ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో నాకు ఉద్యోగం రావడం జరిగింది కావున నేను అదాని స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్కు కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేస్తున్నాను ధన్యవాదాలు
Adani Skill Development Centre is shaping the future of lakhs of youth by providing them life-changing opportunities that are eventually making them confident, employable and economically independent.
We used to train students from nearby villages. They didn't know how to start the computer. They didn't know what is the basic level of computer. We used to train about MS Office and basic internet concepts. After that, they can stand by their own. They can start their internet centers.
Nandini is a resident of Krishnapatnam village. She was a housewife but always dreamed of financially supporting her family. She could not find a source of income. Her journey of self-reliance started when one of her friends, Kalyani, who was already receiving training at Adani Skill Development Centre, visited her house and encouraged her to join the sewing machine operator course.
After completion of course, they are able to gain sustainable livelihood in the form of self-employment or as employees in tailoring institutions.
Nandini underwent training at Adani Skill Development Centre at Krishnapatnam, and this training changed her life forever. Today, Nandini is a tailor who is living her dream of earning and supporting her family.
Sewing machine operator course lo join ayyi memu 60 days course తీసుకొని బ్లౌజ్ డ్రెస్లు ఫ్రాక్స్లు నేర్చుకొని ఇప్పుడు మా ఇంటికాడ సొంతంగా మాది మేము కుట్టుకుంటూ పక్కన వాళ్ళది కుడుతూ ఉన్నాము. ఈ అవకాశం కల్పించినందుకు ఆదాని స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్స్కి థ్యాంక్స్.
A key aspect of providing job-ready training is that the skills being imparted have to be up to date with the technologies and trends and should allow the trainees to seamlessly shift from the classroom to the real world. In this aspect, Adani Saksham is leading the rest.
This is a very safety training program method, especially in RTGC and QC. If you are giving training, live training, then it is very unsafe. But in this system, it is very useful as well as very safe operation also. We can develop the manpower with the very easily and safely also.
Adani Skill Development Centres are India's first skill training centres that impart training in 3D printing and multi-purpose crane operating training through augmented and virtual reality powered simulators. Krishnapatnam Centre has a total of 20 simulators divided into 3 types of simulators: wagon loader, mobile crane and earth moving equipment simulators. These are used to effectively train and evaluate operators on safe loading, lifting, digging and dumping techniques.
सिमुलेटर ट्रेनिंग की वजह से मेरे को बहुत हेल्प मिला, बहुत कुछ आसानी से सीखने को मिला. बाद में मैं कोर्ट में HNC ऑपरेटिंग प्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ.
These simulators not only recreate realistic operations of the actual equipment in a controlled environment, but they also help in averting accidents and loss of property at the work site.
सिमुलेटर ट्रेनिंग में हम 2 हफ्ते का ट्रेनिंग देते हैं. इस 2 हफ्ते में उनको कंप्लीट टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग्स एंड अबाउट जो इक्विपमेंट्स है उसके बारे में जो पूरा अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम हम उस लड़कों को सिखाते हैं,
जब उनको परफेक्टली ट्रेनिंग देके जो असेसमेंट होता है उसके बाद ही उनको डायरेक्ट हम इक्विपमेंट्स में ट्रेनिंग के लिए भेजा जाता है।
Murli was working as a deck checker at the Krishnapatnam port. His hard work and dedication paid off when he was promoted as an RTG crane operator after successfully completing his training at Krishnapatnam Centre.
RTG प्रमोशन मिलने से इनकम भी अच्छा मिल रहा है, मैं फैमिली वाला का भी अच्छा खुशी रख पा रहा हूँ, मेरा घर का भी अपना फैमिली अपना फादर मदर का भी हम थोड़ा पैसा भेज पा रहा हूँ, मेरा बच्चा को भी थोड़ा सेविंग कर रहा हूँ।
Experiential learning through the simulation helped Murli get valuable experience which helped him carry out his work smoothly and efficiently with safety of life and material. In its over 7+ transformational years, Adani Skill Development Centres have trained more than 128,000 youth in more than 75 courses spanning across 25 industrial sectors and generated gainful livelihoods for 67% of the total trainees. For its outstanding contribution in skilling the youth of India and to empower marginal communities, Adani Skill Development Centres have been conferred with various prestigious awards like the CMO Asia Award, Singapore, the Gold Stevie Award, London, and the Brandon Hall Group Gold Award, USA. Adani Skill Development Centres are engaging with this young population, helping build the foundation of a new India. These skilled individuals are in turn transforming their families, workplaces, and communities at large. The ultimate joy comes from seeing encouraged Indians at the cusp of progress. It comes from seeing the smiles multiply. It comes from witnessing growth with goodness. Saksham Bharat, Sashakt Bharat.